Star Wars The Black Series, Gaming Greats, Cal Kestis. Let's get it. What's good, my peeps? The Rock is back at you again. We've got another action figure review. This time a little something different. Reason it's different is because, yes, I have reviewed Black Series figures before, but I'm not one to, I don't collect gaming greats. I usually only stick to any of the series that we find on Disney Plus, whether it's live action or maybe animated like the Bad Batch, and keep it there. I don't really, it's just too many, and I began collecting Black Series way too late to jump into that rabbit hole, so I limited myself to that. Now, I also run an online store, Chaotic Entertainment. Shameless plug. Look for it there in the description. See, there may be something there for you, but enough of that. Anyway, I do have an online store where I sell action figures, and I do get in solid cases of figures, and I get in waves. And Cal Kestis came in the latest wave for Black Series, and as any of you gamers out there may or may not be aware, the game Jedi Survivor was it came out last week. I believe it dropped last Tuesday. And I've been following the game on walkthroughs, and yeah, I'm loving the game. I can't front on that, and so I decided to keep a Cal Kestis for myself to review for you guys in in honor of the dropping of that game. And yeah, so that's where we have here. You see there on our packaging, you got a digital render of Cal Kestis and his companion BD1, and yeah, that's looking pretty cool right there. But seeing him out of packaging looks even better, and I've got him already. He's got his accessories. He comes with a hand weapon, and of course his lightsaber, and then down there, right there at the ground, we've got BD1 right there, and yeah, so it's a pretty nice setup, and I've been enjoying watching the walkthrough. The reason I'm not engaging in the game is because I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X as of yet. Still don't. Been trying to hold out for an Xbox Series X, which is the platform I really want to get and play games on, but this is not a gaming channel, so let me get off of that, and let's take a closer look at Cal Kestis. What little I've gleaned of Cal Kestis, because I'm not really up on gaming characters all that much. What I can tell you is that as a Jedi, Cal is a Jedi. He was actually, believe it or not, field commissioned, becoming a Jedi, which is probably why he brandishes a weapon. I will say this: I've watched a great deal of the game, of the walkthrough, and I've yet to see him use a hand blaster. He's been getting pretty lit with the lightsaber, though, I can tell you that. If you haven't seen the game is all of that. I've heard there are issues with refresh rates and glitching and all that, so maybe a patch or something will correct that. But he looks great in the game, and looking at him on a rotating base, he's looking pretty true to the mainline character. As the game progresses, there are skins that you can get that alter his appearance, his trousers, his shirt, his upper torso, what he could wear there, even his face. You can change his hair, give him a full beard, whatever, and you can change him up as the game progresses. But this is his standard look, and it's pretty good for me. Like I said, I probably wouldn't have even considered opening him except I've seen him in the game and fell in love with the character. So I think it looks pretty cool, and BD1 is looking nice as well. And believe it or not, BD1's articulated. I'll show that when we get him off of the base. Here's a close-up of BD, Cal's companion. It's a BD model droid, of course, and it has. First of all, let's look at the paint apps on them. As you can see, they've got him pretty specced out, front and back there. The head unit is you can rotate it, and you can actually go up and down with it, so that's pretty cool. The legs are articulated, as you could not get in the way of it. As you can see right there, the legs are articulated. You can extend them out. You can swivel right there at the hip, and that's on both sides. And yeah, so pretty nice with BD1. Here's a look at Cal's blaster. It really is in the shape of like a Colt or something like that from we'll call it old school Earth, but I'm quite sure that it fires energy blasts of some kind, energy projectiles. But yeah, it's pretty nice there. It's molded in a silver plastic, and the grip there has got some nice paint apps. So that's, you gotta love that. And it fits snugly in the holster that's on Cal's left side there. So looks pretty nice. And then of course we've got Cal's lightsaber. It's the it's got the nice long hilt there, and you see it's a translucent blue. And just like with all of Black Series lightsabers, you can remove the effect, so that way he can either brandish it unpowered, or you could have him hanging it from his belt. And there's a notch on his belt, so you can just attach it there, and you'll get that look if you have both weapons put away, so to speak. As far as our articulation on Cal is concerned, his head is on a dumbbell. Yep, that's a dumbbell up in there. Just had to double check myself. So you don't get too much range. I believe the neck is on something as well, but you're not getting much. It may not be on anything, so you're not going to get too much going down. It doesn't even want to. Going up, you're not getting much. You're not getting too much in the way of tilting either. Of course, you can 360 it. Shoulders, you can get it up to 90. And of course you can rotate it. This is Black Series, so you know what it is. We're going to get single jointed swiveling elbows. We get swiveling wrists, and on both sides we get the horizontal dice throwing hinge. His left hand has a trigger finger, and his right hand is a C grasp for the lightsaber. In terms of the torso, he's got a ball joint there at the bottom, around where the waist is, so he can lean with it and rock with it that way and turn left, right. As far as bending over forward, you're only going to get about that much bending forward and about that much bending back. But like I said, he can lean with it, rock with it. Hips, he can go up pretty decently. He can lift his leg up nearly 90 and get it back a little bit. He's got the thigh cut. Of course, he's got the single jointed swiveling knees, but they ratchet at a couple places, a couple positions. So you do have that. In terms of the toe, he can point his toe forward that far and up almost not at all. He does have a very ample ankle pivot, and of course peg holes at the bottom of his feet. As I stated previously, I don't do gaming greats, so I don't have much to compare with. I do have this rocket launcher trooper from the Fallen Order game, so I figured why not? Got to compare him with somebody, right? So the Star Wars Black Series gaming greats, Cal Kestis from the Jedi Survivor game, which dropped last week. is a pretty nice figure. I'm glad I decided to keep him. He looks good. I love the aesthetic. And like I said, I fell in love with the character watching the game, and so I figured I'd bring them to you and let you guys make your decision if you're feeling this guy or not. Those of you that have the game, let me know what you think about the game as well, and of course about this character in particular. There's a few characters in the game that I've seen that I wouldn't mind seeing in plastic form, but I kind of sort of hope I don't, because I don't want to jump down another rabbit hole. I know I've already said I don't do gaming greats, but hey, anything can happen. Anyway, that's how good he looks. As far as the accessories, he comes with that blaster that looks like an old school Colt 45 or something like that, and he's got the long handled lightsaber, which is cool. He can connect it up to his belt, which is great. BD1's got some nice articulation. It's not just you know what I'm saying. It's a great accessory considering it's not just a statue. I do wish that I could get him on Cal's back. He's always on when Cal travels, when Cal moves. BD always jumps on Cal's back, and it would have been nice to be able to get BD in that type of position. I probably could in some way, but he may look awkward or whatever. He won't look as as clean and smooth as he does in the game. So that's something to work on. We'll see anyway what's up. I'll see what I can do and possibly get him on Cal's back, and I'll be happy when that comes, because I'll be able to honestly say that's how it's done.